This is what my wolfie looks like. Isn't she pretty? This is Bluestripe. She is my OC wolf, technically, I think. Based on my personality, I am a wolf. My wolf has a sister named Kitsune. She is a fox. Very intelligent fox, too. And when her mother was killed in front of Kitsune, her Bluestripe's father took her away, thinking Kitsune was dead. So, during the time, Blue had really no idea what was going on. She just wanted to play with her sister. She never saw her again until she became a full warrior. She had found Kitsune wandering around the borders of Dust Clan, and they automatically recognized each other as sisters. So, I'm going to show you a picture of what Kitsune looks like. This is Kitsune, Bluestripe's sister. Again, she is a fox, and I believe she is a rogue. Not long after she had met her sister, her leader had died, and Bluestripe had become the leader of Dust Clan, giving her 9 lives, of course. One day, she was wandering around the border with the patrol, made up of Crowtail and Feather Pelt, sorry. And they found what seemingly seemed to look like a male Arctic wolf. He had a broken leg, and he had been clawed repeatedly, and he smelled of rogue. My patrol, thinking he may have gotten attacked, we brought him back to the clan, and Blue Leaf helped him back to health. Bluestripe asked if he wished to stay, and of course he said yes. His name would later be turned out to Catheart. Catheart was a great warrior. I'll get a picture of him for you. This is Catheart. He had great fighting skills. He had excellent fighting techniques. By the time Bluestripe was on her 5th life, Cat had gone off on a patrol. Cat was all alone by the ice. Of course, it was Bearleaf. And he was met with 5 male rogues. Over the moons, Bluestripe had gotten into multiple fights, and one of her eyes was clawed out, making her blind in her left eye. Later on, Bluestripe had realized Cat had gone missing for quite some time and followed his scent trail. His scent trail led to the ice, of course, where he was brutally being clawed and knocked over. Every time he got up, one particular brown male with dark brown markings kept throwing him down with his forepaw. Realizing the ice was going to break soon, Blue had no choice but to help. She wasn't going to watch the poor guy get killed. So, she left off toward the ice to the thick part and slashed straight through the brown and black warrior's throat. He collapsed to the ground, the snow of course turning red. Cat was still on the ground. His hind leg had been broken, and he couldn't move due to paralyzation of the cold snow. He was slightly twitching, and Blue didn't want him to die. Therefore, she stepped over him to make sure he would be safe. One of the black males had yellow markings. He was obviously from Wind Clan. He had feathers of what seemed to be a hawk in his chest fur. This warrior what happened to have been Nightshade. Nightshade was furious about the loss and lunged at Bluestripe with great force, almost throwing her off her paws. When she landed, she automatically threw herself right at the male and clawed viciously at his face. One of the males locked his jaw on her back leg, forcing her to the ground, and tried to pull the leg up, trying to break it. She squirmed out of the cold and clawed into his chest. Realizing that there was reinforcements coming, Blue had no choice but to lead them to the thin ice. That she did. She then knew what she had to do. If she wanted her clan to survive, she had to sacrifice her own life. She knew Cat would live. There was just a feeling. She reared back up and stomped, digging her claws really deep into the thin ice. It broke. The males scurried, trying to get away, but it was too late. The ice broke, and all of them fell in. Blue felt the cold water sink around her, into her thin fur. Her lungs burned for air, and she knew that she wasn't going to make it. So she accepted her fate and let her body sink. Not long after the ice had broke, Cat had not become unparalyzed. Realizing the ice had broke and Blue was nowhere to be seen, he let out a howl. A howl that called her clan to Tiger, where's my food? Milkshake and Crowtail appeared. All four of them dove in to fetch their leader from the ice cold water. Tiger bit into Blue's tail. Crowtail swam under her to swim her up. Cat grabbed her scruff, and Milk helped push her up. All four of them together pulled the freezing cold Blue Wolf onto the ice. There she was dying of hypothermia and a lot of water in her lungs. Her final words were, "She promised." And then she passed away. Bluestripe had finally come to an end.